G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my round 17 NRL tips. There is less than 5 weeks left in the regular season and I'm looking forward to it. We're getting close to final. The 8 is looking locked in. We don't have a blockbuster game to start off the round. We have the Broncos and the Panthers, but stick around to hear my tips. We've got some really exciting game. You've got the Roosters and the Raiders, should be a great matchup, and the Storm and the Bunnies should be a good game. So going to be doing all my tips in this video and looking forward to it. And as always, Wednesdays premiere.
Cheers, bro. Subscribe to Entertainer. Who's going to win the All-Stars tonight? Yeah, I want to entertain now.
The Penrith Panthers up against the Broncos at home. The Broncos trying to fight hard to avoid that wooden spoon, both the Broncos and the Dogs. If one of those teams wins one of their next 4 games, then it really could be a decision for who gets that wooden spoon. Let's have a look. So Joe Offengowie is out for the Bronco, and so is Jordan Kahu. Jordan Kahu forced out of the side. Jesse Arthur's in the reserves. Payne Haas is back in the starting side, so he'll be in jersey number 8. Brady Croft is in the reserves. Corey Oates is in. He is playing on the wing, so really good to see Corey Oates there. Obviously, the big injury when he played at lock. And that's about it for the Bronco. Happy Coruscant is in for the Panthers. He is in the reserves. He's in jersey number 18, so there's a chance of playing. Should play, hopefully. Kurt Capewell returns for the Panthers in jersey number 16 via the bench. And Viliami Kikau returns to the starting side. In this game, I'm going to go for Penrith. I know it's at Suncorp. Doesn't mean shit for me right now. I actually think that Penrith will be a little bit off here. I think that Penrith will win. They really should put a cricket score. This should be a 50-6 game. I'm going to go 20 points to 6. I think they'll get a 13-plus job in a kind of tight one, I guess. I think the Broncos will be competitive in regards to defence, but the Panthers will run away with it. Maybe it'll be 10-0 at half-time, and then full-time I'm going with a 20 points to 6 victory for the Panthers. I think Mansaw's in some good form, so he'll probably score a try. I'll think about my try scorers while I'm filming this. I haven't actually had a chance to think. Liam Martin's in great form, so I'd probably back him. Good to see Kurt Capewell back in the starting side. And as for Brisbane, really looking forward to that return of Corey Oates. The next game sees the Newcastle Knights up against the Cronulla Sharks. Knights coming off a massive 30-point loss against the New Zealand Warriors. As for the Sharks, they've been in some good form. The Knights are at home here, and you almost want to go Newcastle. I think a lot of people will. I think a lot of people were expecting that response. I think this game, the Sharks prove that they're worthy of the 8. I think the Sharks win. I think it's going to be a very gritty game. I don't expect too many points in it. The Sharks are a very good attacking team. The Knights are quite a poor attacking team at current, especially on the weekend. And even that game against Cowboys, I think they only scored 12 points. So I'll back the Sharks to win this one. Without even looking at the team list, I'm pretty confident the Sharks will win. Really weird battle of the number 6s. Braden Trindle for the Sharks up against Mason Linu. Both haven't played too much footy this year due to injuries due to both clubs, but interesting to see that. Tex Hoy is named in jersey number 18. Brody Jones is back off the bench for the Knights. Pasami Saulo is out of the side, and Phoenix Crosland will play from jersey number 14, so also off the bench there. As for the Sharks, Chad Townsend is back. He's in jersey number 7. Big in there. There we go. Big in. Sean Johnson is out. Andrew Fafita in jersey number 21. And Jack Williams in jersey number 18. So as I said, I think the Sharks win this one. I think they end the Warriors' dreams. I'd like to see the Warriors make the 8, especially with everything they've gone through in 2020. But I think that they'll be a little bit too good here for the Knights. I think that there's definitely a lot of experience in that Knights team. Mitchell Pearce up against Chad Townsend, arguably. David Clemmer against Braden Hammanueli. That should be a really good forward matchup there. And I like Britton Nakora's form. He looked good on the weekend. If you can back that up, I think the Sharks will be up for this. So I'm taking the Sharks over the Knights, and I'm taking Cronulla 18 to the Knights 14. Game sees the South Sydney Rabbitohs up against the Melbourne Storm. Rabbitohs have been travelling along quite nicely in their attack. Latrell Mitchell out for this game. Nelson Asafa-Solomona out for the Storm. Shandor Earl is in jersey number 18 for this one. Kenny Bromwich a chance in jersey number 21. Brenko Lee returns to the starting side. He'll be in the centres. On the wing, Isaac Lumi for Vunivalu. And seems like that's it. Alex Johnston in for the Rabbitohs. Was he out the other day? He's at fullback. So he's at fullback for Latrell. I think Melbourne win. I think I'll take Melbourne by 10. I think they definitely could win 13 plus. I think the Rabbitohs have been playing well. I'll take them by 8. I'll take them by 8. And I'll take them 24 points to 16. I think the Rabbitohs definitely have some good attack in them. Melbourne will win this one. I think the Rabbitohs, they've been travelling along nicely. Get a little bit of a wake-up call here. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Rabbitohs get up. But I personally think that the Storm have been going quite well. This game isn't at Sunshine Coast Stadium, and they've been playing well at Sunshine Coast, so that's a bit worrying. Is it at Bank West? No, it's at ANZ. ANZ, Storm and Rabbitohs Friday night. That should be a really good game. Looking forward to this game and the Roosters and Raiders game, but I think Melbourne will be a little bit too strong for the Rabbitohs there. Next game sees the Canterbury Bulldogs up against the Gold Coast Titans. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the Bulldogs, they're trying desperately to keep the Broncos at the bottom of the ladder. Currently, the Dogs are there, but one of these teams wins one game, which it could be this week. This could be a real game changer for them, so they'll probably be fired up for this game. Bulldogs, they led the Raiders at halftime, put in a good effort there. I think it was 20 points to 12. Didn't score a point in the second half and lost the match 34 points to 20. So very disappointing there for Bulldogs fans. Let's have a look at these team lineups. There is a team that I think wins this one. But let's have a look. So Jack Cogger is in. Jersey number... via the bench. No, Jack Cogger's in jersey number 20, sorry. Jack Cogger in jersey number 20. I'm a little bit confused with this side. Jake Averillo in jersey 14 off the bench. Luke Thompson is off the bench in jersey number 17, who apparently is homesick at the moment. That's about it. Sione Katoa and Dean Britt out. As for the Titans, they get Jai Arrow potentially back in jersey number 19. Anthony Don in jersey number 20. And you know what? I think Titans win here, and I think the Titans win quite well. I want to take the Titans 13 plus. I think they've been playing some good footy. I think they can really upset the Dogs. I think the Dogs will go in as favourites. I think that a lot of people will want to see Brisbane at the bottom of the ladder, and I guess I want to see it too. But I think the Dogs have all but wrapped up the spoon. They've showed me enough this year that they'll get it. I think that this game will be high scoring. I think there'll be plenty of points from both sides. I'm going to take the Titans to beat the Dogs by 12. I'm going to take 28 points to 16. I think maybe the Bulldogs could potentially lead at halftime like they did against the Raiders. I think they'll score plenty of points in the second half though, but I just think that Jamal Fogarty, AJ Brimson, Fodawaker, who playing off the bench, not starting in the side this week, but fantastic players. And if you get Jai Arrow back in that side, even Anthony John, wonder where you put Anthony John though, because arguably Corey Thompson, Philip Sammy, fantastic players, but I'm getting around the Titans this week. I think they win this game. And I think it'll be really high scoring. So if it's over 28 to 16, back over 40 points. The next game sees the Manly Sea Eagles up against the West Tigers. It's actually quite a tough game to tip here. Still no Tom Trbojevic. Ruben Garrick is out with a shoulder injury. Joel Thompson is out with an ankle injury. They're big losses. So Abbas Miski will play for the Sea Eagles on the wing. Sean Blaw is out for the Tigers. There's a few changes here. Corey Waddell off the bench for Manly. Josh Schuster might be an NRL debut there in jersey number 18. As for the Tigers, Chris Lawrence is in jersey number 18. Russell Packer in jersey number 21. Josh Aloiai is back. He's in the starting side in jersey number 8. And I mentioned Sean Bloor out. This is tough. This is really goddamn tough. I wanted to say I'll stick with them, but not confident at all. I'm going to tip Manly here. I think Manly will win. I'm going to take Manly by 6 points. Originally, I thought Trbojevic was back. Manly 13 plus at home, put in a bit of a performance, ruined the Tigers' season. I think the Tigers will fire up here. I think that I'm going to go 20 points to 14. I think that, yeah, I can't say much about this game. Looking at that team lineup, the Tigers should win, and I really want to pick the Tigers. But you've still got the likes of Cherry Evans, Fanua Blake, Martin Tapau, up against arguably good players like Josh Aloiai. If Harry Grant turns up, the Tigers will definitely win. Tommy Talau's on the reserves as well. He's not on the starting side. Asi Kapua takes his spot. Yeah, I'll go Manly, but not confident at all. I don't like Manly's team lineup. I don't like the back line currently, but you can't help it. Ruben Garrick is out due to injury, and obviously to Trbojevic we all know about. So I'm going to take Manly here, 20 points to 14, but I'm not confident, and I feel like I might regret this tip. There's a little change there as well to mention. Moses Mbai will play at fullback with Adam Dewey in the centres. An absolute blockbuster. I am really looking forward to this game on Saturday night. It is the Raiders and the Roosters. This is going to be awesome. The Raiders have been in decent form. Now, they're struggling with leads at half-time, but they're coming back. And I think they did... I don't think from memory they led at half-time against the Roosters. I think they were down by 6, and they came back and beat them. And that was at the SCG. So they'll be fired up for this one. Grand final rematch. I'm keen. I really am. This game is at GIO. Let's have a look at the team lineup. Corey Harawira-Naera is in. He is in jersey number 17 off the bench for the Raiders. Besides that, there's not too much to speak about. Semi Valimi is a chance of playing in jersey number 21. Curtis Scott looks fine and cleared from his injury. Josh Papali will start, so he won't be benched for this one. And Joe Tarpany will start. He's in jersey number 13. Massive game, so looking forward to him against Isaac Liu. Let's have a look at the Roosters. So they got the return last week of Boyd Cordner and Daniel Tupou. This week, potentially... Wow, okay. Actually, wow. Massive ins. Okay, Luke Keary is back for the Roosters in jersey number 6. Mitchell Orbison is a chance in jersey number 19. Posa Famasili drops to the reserves for Sonny Bill Williams. Sonny Bill Williams is back. Look, Sonny Bill's had his time, and I give him a chance, but I think there's a little bit too much hype around him right now. I didn't think he was too good at Toronto Wolfpack, but I do think that I definitely give him a chance. Players who play in the Super League don't tend to do great in the NRL, but he's had the experience previously, so I'm looking forward to him having a run. He will play off the bench, so I wonder how much he'll play up against Corey Harawira-Naera. Angus Crichton also a chance in jersey number 18. I think that the Roosters will be too strong here. I honestly really want to tip the Raiders. I love watching the Raiders beat the Roosters that first time around. And the Raiders, for mine, are probably the biggest threat, premiership threat, but the worry is without Josh Hodgson. Now, Tom Starling goes to the bench and Saliva Havili will start for this one. And I like Tom Starling starting last week, so I don't know why Ricky's gone back to that change, especially in a big game like this. I think it'd be better to have Starling and then Havili coming off the bench for that rest. I'm going to go with the Roosters, 22 points to 12. I think there'll be 2 tries from Canberra. They'll compete well. Roosters will be a little bit too good on the back of that back line, getting that full strength back. Keary, you got Tupou back, the Morris brothers in some great form, and Tedesco will probably want to beat Roger Tuivasa-Sheck's game last week. He'll probably be fired up because they always seem to do well at the fullback. So I'll take the Roosters here, 22 points to 12, but I think it'll be a great game of footy. Zealand Warriors up against my Parramatta Eel. My Parramatta Eels, my poor Eel, coming off a 38-0 loss to South. Now, everyone who's asking about the vlog, just remember, I did put up a post on Instagram and on the community that I actually didn't film at the game, so there won't be a vlog for that game out. No, it's not the loss. I posted before saying that I was having a night with mates, just a chill one. Vlogs will be back this week, though. I'm going to this game at Central Coast Stadium, Warriors and Eel. Now, let me say, I'm about to look at the team lineup for the first time. I heard that Parramatta players can't play. Like, Parramatta players that we've loaned can't play. If that's the case, I'd probably go Parramatta, because I'm not too sure where the Warriors' points would come from. That's where their points come from, with George Jennings. But I was going to tip the Warriors all week. I really thought that this would be the loss we need, and I thought that we lose this game and turn our season around. Now, let's look at the team lineup. I'll tell you right now, if those Eels boys are out, that's a big loss for the Warriors. Let's have a look. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck against Clint Gutherson. That's going to be awesome. Adam Pompey against Micah Sebo. So there you go. That means that... No, Adam Pompey's normally there, sorry. Hayes Perham in the centres. Peter Hiku. Jared Beale. So Jared Beale will be in for George Jennings. George Jennings is out. Does it have the outs here? Yeah, George Jennings... Daniel Alvaro, not allowed to play. They can't play against their own team. Eli Katoa is out for the Warriors due to an injured hand. That's a big loss as well. Josh Curran returns via the bench, I believe. Yep, via the bench in jersey number 16. As for the Eels, Ray Stone, Murata Niokore, Kane Evans, and Oregon Kafusi. Really like Ray Stone retaining that jersey 14. Our reserves, Stefano Utokumanu, Hayes Dunster, Andrew Davey, Brad Takarangi. Murata Niokore is back by the bench, and Jai Field is in for the injured Dylan Brown. I think we'll win this well. As I said, I was leaning towards the Warriors all goddamn week. I actually think we win this really well. I think we respond from that loss. I think our defence and attack will both be on. I think we need our attack to be on. I think we've got a lot of speed in Moses and Fields, so maybe even a try from one of those two. But I'm going to back us 26 points to 10. I think we'll put this game to bed. I think that looking at that Warriors lineup, it's half decent. They're playing good footy. I give them a chance, a small chance. But I think Parramatta's got a better team on paper. I think that forward pack can really match up against those Warriors big boys who have been in some form. I think our boys will be very fired up after that loss. So I think Parramatta win very well on Sunday. We haven't played a Sunday game in a while. We love our afternoon footy. So I'm going to go Eels 26 points to 10. And the final game of the round sees the North Queensland Cowboys up against the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Let's have a look at the team's lineup. This game is at the Cowboys' home ground. Cohen Hess is out. Connolly Lamolu is out. Michael Morgan is out due to injury. Gavin Cooper returns in the back row. So Cohen Hess suspended, sorry. Shane Wright is in the reserves. Ben Hampton in the reserves. Eason Masters is in. Yep, Eason Masters in jersey number 4. Hamiso Tibau-Fido is on the wing, jersey number 5. Good spot for him there with Holmes at fullback. Jake Clifford is in jersey number 7, I believe. Jersey number 7. As for the Dragons, Tristan Saylor is reserved. Jersey number 19 for Tristan Saylor. And Fui Mayanu returns via the bench from, I believe, suspension. Trent Merrin is out. You know what? I actually reckon this game will go right down to the wire. I think it'll be a good game on Sunday afternoon. I'm not going to say golden point. I'm going to say close to golden point. And I'm going to take the Dragons by 1. I think Dragons will win this game by a field goal. I think both of these sides can be quite competitive. When the Cowboys are up for it, obviously they competed well against the Rabbitohs, against the Raiders. They've been playing some okay footy. So I don't think they win it. I thought that last week was the week they won it against the Sharks. I believed in them. But in this game, the Dragons haven't been playing the best for mine. I think they'll win it. I think it'll be real tight. So I'm going to take the Dragons, and I'm going to take them 17 points to 16. I think it'll be fairly low scoring. A few tries from each side. And maybe with 9 minutes to go, the Dragons kick a field goal and put the Cowboys season to bed. 17 tips. Now we're going to get into the best bets. Love doing these segments. Last week on the Instagram, I backed Jerome Luai as an anytime try scorer and first. He ended up being second, so I came very close there with that tip. Got a couple of the try scorers right. Got a good one for this round. I'm taking the Sharks, the Storm, and the Titans head to head. And we're going to chuck the Roosters 1-12. I think the Raiders have been playing well enough to stop this game from being a blowout. That's paying $15.66. So $5 on this tip here would get you $78.34. So nice tip there in my opinion. I think all of these teams should get up. So that's my multi for the round. Let's get into the try scorers. I haven't had too much time to think about this. So let's have a look. I'll probably avoid that Panthers-Broncos game. I think Corey Oates would be a roughie for mine, playing back on the wing. I'll go to the Sharks and Knights game. Now, I think that the Sharks win. So I'll take a Sharks try scorer. And you know what? I'm probably going to take Britton Nakor. Actually, I'm going to take a bit of a roughie. Back from injury, I'm going to take Chad Townsend. Chad Townsend, roughie try scorer, $5.50 there. This Rabbitohs and Storm game, I'll go Melbourne. I backed Tino last week. I can't back him again. He let me down. I'm going to go Isaac Lumi. I think he was playing decent the other day. He can cross over and score a try for the Melbourne Storm. Titans, Dogs, I think it'll be really high scoring, so I'll pick one from each. I'm going to go with, let's go some big boys here. I'm going to go Aiden Tolman at $8.50. No, actually, sorry, I'm going to go with Matt Dury. Matt Dury at $4.50. And Keegan Hipgrave from the Titans. He's playing well. He's paying $5.50. So $4.50 Matt Dury, $5.50 Keegan Hipgrave to score at any time. As for the Manly Tigers, I'll probably stay away from that one. Raiders and Roosters, I'll probably stay away from that one. I'm going to take Mitchell Moses. I think Moses might score a little sneaky try this weekend. So what's Moses at? Moses is $4.50 against the Warriors. I'll take those odds. I think that Moses will score. And the Dragons and Cowboys game, I'll probably stay away from. So lock in these try scorers. Chad Townsend, Isaac Lumi, Matt Dury, Keegan Hipgrave, and Mitchell Moses. As a multi, that's paying $1,437. So good luck with that. Just to recap, the Titans, the Bulldogs, the Storm, and the Roosters 1-12 is the best bet of the week. Good luck with your tips. Good luck with your punting. Let me know your tips and best bets in the comment. Make sure you are following my Instagram at The Entertain House as well as the In The Sheds. I do Entertain's tips on In The Sheds as well as my own tips for my own channel. And sometimes some can get up and some can't. So good luck with it. Hopefully we can win you big this week. And I'll see you guys on Saturday at 3:30 for my group box break. Really keen. At the moment, this video is being filmed when the teams came out on Tuesday night. Obviously, it's Wednesday for you guys, so I don't have the stock to hold up, but the stock should be here tomorrow or Thursday. So really keen for that group break. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys then.